Hey guys, Husto7 here, and today I'm going to be showcasing for you guys the Call of Duty Elite beta service. Call of Duty Elite will be rolling out in November with the purchase of Modern Warfare 3. Right now it is in the beta, and you can request invites, which are rolling out in batches, but I got my invite, so I'll go ahead and take you through the website. So here we have the Black Ops player card, as well as the Modern Warfare 3 player card, which as you can see says coming this fall, so there's nothing available there. But here under Career Summary is some statistics about my playstyle in Call of Duty Black Ops. You see here we got my win percent, my overall kill to death ratio, my total earned score and experience over the last 10 games, as well as all of my COD points and earnings from wager matches, contracts, etc. Here we have my current level, level 45, and this particular calculator shows you how to get an estimation about your rank. I currently have it set to just the next prestige, Prestige 8 level 1, but if we click recalculate here, let's see, we can specify how long it might take us to get to Prestige 10 level 50, and we'll recalculate that, and that tells me it'll take me 4.3 weeks. As you can see, this is based on my XP earned and my total hours played, so it's unique to your playstyle. It's not just generic. This even has a breakdown of all of the various hours spent playing individual game modes up here. Now what's neat too is if we come down, it shows recent matches. We can get some information about this match. So we can see here what my kill streak was. It shows my nemesis and the victim, which is the person I killed the most, who was my nemesis. We can even go ahead and take a look at the scoreboard for this match. And you can see where we placed up here. We got the XP, total score, the KD, kills and deaths. Now we can scroll this back for various matches. As you can see, it shows the times up here, and we can scroll through the times and just get information about our last matches. But we can scroll through these various matches. Now what's unique too is you can click on view the heat map. Now this is the same heat map that you can view in your recent games history in your Black Ops combat record. It looks like that's not going to load for me though. Now you can also click up here on the list view or the chart view. I'll show you the list view first. This gives you a breakdown showing you your accuracy, your KDs over the last few games. Oop, look at that one. That was a bad game. That's a little embarrassing. But what I prefer is to the chart view, and this will give you a breakdown of the same information essentially, but this way you're specifying it by individual charts. So you can scroll through your last games and view your KDs. There's that embarrassing headquarters on Hazard. But you can scroll through and see your KDs and your kills for each one of these maps, as well as all of these other information. And this goes back a ways. If you click older, you're able to see a new slew of games in there. Now if we scroll down, we can see all of the custom classes that are used, and these are in fact the custom classes that I use in my setup. And several of these classes are showcased in my class showcase, and as I go through and explain the pros and cons of each and what game modes to use these classes on and why. But this is very unique that you can look up other players' classes and get an idea of players that you follow who uses good class loadouts for various game modes. Here's our personal bests. So you see you've got a best KD here, 39, most headshots, longest kill streak, most kills, and highest score. In the leaderboard tracker, this is a way that you can add rivals or players that you're tracking. In this case, I just added several of my friends. You can track up to 8 at a time, and you can view where you, in addition to they, compare on the leaderboards. These are the same leaderboards that you can see from in-game in Black Ops, but this time you can directly compare with a friend. If you continue to scroll down, we have your weapon performance. Again, this can be found in the in-game Black Ops combat record, but now this information can be made public for others to see. You can see the default sort method here is the kill-death ratio, but you can sort this by the number of kills to see which weapons are my favorites, as well as sort by accuracy or headshots to see which weapons you are the most effective with. You can even sort to times killed by to see what most enemies you encounter are using. And you can use these tabs at the top to change it for secondary, grenades, equipment, kill streaks, etc. To take a look at. For example, the most common thing I'm killed by is an RCXD, which will help me to know to put flak jacket on. So this is some helpful information to look at. Now there's a couple of other things here in this sidebar that I want to take you through. The first is connect. This is essentially an area where you can create some groups. So as you see, I'm a member of the Cod Elite group, which has 60,000 members, as well as several of these other groups. You can group by clan tag or city. They even have some groups down here for various sports teams that you like. But you can essentially create a group, and when you're in a group, you can view how well you compare in this group, and you can view the group's overall kills and overall hours played based on maybe people in your local region to compare you closer, as well as view clans in this section up here. Now the next tab over here is for compete, and as you can see, this is where various events are coming up. These ones that say enlist now, you can actually click on and enroll for participation, as well as there's a calendar here. You can schedule to be an observer or schedule to be a participant in some of these various events that are going to be coming up with prizes. So that's unique. I'll have to enroll in one of those, so you guys can look for a video in the near future, and I'll be doing some of these lone wolf operations. Now another unique thing is this improve tab, and this may not be that helpful for some of the seasoned players, but for some of the new people to the game, this will probably be very helpful. You see you have a list of maps here, and actually if you click on a map, it'll give you various objective-oriented gameplay options and some information about them. So we can see here for search and destroy, it tells us each of the faction spawn locations, shows each where one of the plant locations are, as well as where the bomb is located. We can switch this to domination and see the flag captures, or headquarters and see all potential HQ spawns. So this can be very helpful for players who are trying to learn the map for the first time, or have an edge on seasoned players to know where good areas to encounter combat is. If you continue to scroll down, we have some weapons. Now this is interesting. It shows this lock, meaning that these are weapons I have not purchased in-game in Call of Duty Black Ops. Now if we click on a weapon that I have purchased, this will show me some statistics about the weapon regarding to my personal play, number of headshots, overall KD, and even challenges with the weapon, as well as my accuracy. Now what you'll notice though is it also gives you some tips, and it actually gives you this little video guide. I thought this was just fascinating. Someone narrates various game modes and some ways that these classes can be utilized. It tells you how many rounds per minute and its reload time. It's interesting. And these stats right here can all be found in the Create a Class menu pertaining to each one of the weapons. Now this is available for, as you can see, all of the different categories of weapons, including secondary weapons, launchers, specials. Now you can even view by attachment, and again there are tips for each one of the attachments, as well as your personal usage, and this is also for equipment. Now if you continue to scroll further down, there's even a section for perks, and this is interesting because if you click on a particular perk, it will actually give you some recommended class setups, some combinations, as well as some potential other perks to set this up with, and various game modes that this might be helpful on. And again, this will show you your progress towards the pro version, which can be helpful if you're trying to level these pro versions without having to drop back and look at the challenge screen between games. Now, continuing to scroll down, you can see we also get a layout for kill streaks. Again, this shows you what kill streaks you have unlocked. And if you click on this, it will give you some tips and personal information here. This shows the same challenges that are available based on the in-game challenges for Black Ops. Now again, if you continue to scroll down, you have some tips on various game modes, including wager matches. But you can click on one of these modes and get some information about how it's played and recommended class setups for each of these. Some suggested classes. Now, if I'm honest, after reading through some of these, I'm not sure I agree with a lot of their recommended class layouts, and I don't have much time to go into more information about that in this video, but feel free to subscribe and check out some of the other videos I've done with the class showcase, where I explain what classes I use for what game modes, and I tend to agree with my own opinions more so than these, who would ever use the law. But take it with a grain of salt. This is the recommendations that they have. Now the last thing I want to show you is searching for a player. I'm going to go ahead and search for a friend of mine, and you can actually view his statistics as well, even if this player has not received their beta invite. There was an error, of course. Remember, this is beta. Let's try this again. Oh, still an error. Well, anyway, we can track this player, and we can keep them on our highlight reel, so we're able to see all of their statistics and as they progress. And in addition, we can compare their statistics with ours by clicking this link up at the top. And this will show us our different career statistics, and we're able to compare player to player, as well as our overall personal bests, and where we compare in rank on the leaderboards. Now, there has been several mentioned problems with the avatars failing to load, so I apologize for that. They were working for me earlier, but they don't appear to be working now. So that's a quick kind of rundown of the Call of Duty Elite beta service. Again, Call of Duty Elite will be coming out with Modern Warfare 3 in November. If you guys are interested in seeing some of your statistics, feel free to give me a subscribe and send me a message, and I'd be happy to go ahead and in the Find a Player search for your name and showcase some of your statistics, games you played well, or some of your personal bests, either in my YouTube channel, or I'd be happy to send you a file. So if you liked this video, please like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and oh, there's an avatar. And feel free to send me any messages with any questions you have. Thanks guys, and I look forward to playing with you in Call of Duty Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3 soon.